This king ruled one of the most powerful nations on earth, until his own people decided he had to die. 1 year later, the same people cheered as he was executed. King Louis XVI did not die on a battlefield. He did not die fighting enemies. He died because the people he ruled decided they no longer needed a king. This is not a story about politics. This is a story about power, fear, betrayal, and a man who waited too long. Louis XVI was not born to struggle. He lived in a palace so large it felt like a city. Gold covered the walls. Servants followed his every step. No one ever said no to him. France obeyed him because it had to. On paper, Louis was one of the most powerful men on earth. But power does not always mean control. Behind the palace gates, France was starving. Bread prices were rising. Families were collapsing. Anger was spreading, quietly, patiently. And while the country burned slowly, the king hesitated. Not because he was evil. Not because he wanted destruction. But because he was weak at the worst possible time. Louis XVI had one job: act fast. Instead, he delayed. The people demanded reform. The nobles demanded protection. The king tried to please everyone and failed all of them. Every decision came too late. Every promise sounded empty. The people stopped seeing a king. They started seeing a problem. And once a ruler becomes a problem, history begins to erase him. Then came the moment that sealed his fate. The people believed the king was lying. They believed he was planning to crush them. Whether it was true or not did not matter anymore. Crowds gathered. Weapons appeared. Fear turned into rage. The palace that once symbolized power now symbolized betrayal. And Louis XVI did the unthinkable. He tried to escape. This was the moment France never forgave him. Disguised and desperate, the king fled with his family. If he could escape, he might regain control. But he was recognized. Arrested. Dragged back. Publicly humiliated. In that moment, the king died in the minds of the people. Even though he was still breathing. From that day forward, Louis XVI was no longer a ruler. He was a prisoner. Once imprisoned, the accusations came quickly. They called him a traitor. An enemy of the people. A symbol of everything wrong with France. His trial was not about justice. It was about sending a message. The revolution did not want mercy. It wanted blood. And Louis XVI waited. No army came. No allies saved him. No miracle happened. History was done with him. January 21, 1793. The morning was cold. Louis XVI woke knowing it was his last day alive. He dressed slowly. He prayed quietly. He showed no anger. As he was taken through the streets, thousands watched. Some in silence. Some cheering. The same nation that once bowed before him now gathered to watch him die. At the guillotine, Louis tried to speak. The drums drowned him out. The blade fell. And just like that, a king was gone. Louis XVI did not lose his life because he was cruel. He lost it because he was too slow in a time that demanded strength. History does not forgive hesitation. The people did not kill a man that day. They killed an idea. The idea that kings ruled forever. And from that moment on, the world would never be the same. If you want more dark stories about powerful people who lost everything, subscribe to this channel. Because history is not just about the past. It is about what happens when power finally runs out.